Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here in channel. I'll be on here for probably about an hour or so. I just got back from the walk. I did a little more tonight on the walk. I did like close to I think it was just at like 12 miles, something like that, so a little longer than normal. But we'll go through here, and like I said, I'll be on here for about an hour or so. So guys, feel free to ask any questions you guys have. If you guys have any super chats, feel free to ask them. You guys can ask any questions or any weird questions or requests or any of that kind of stuff as well. But we'll start going through the questions now. The first one was someone says, I hope Scream Factory announced their March releases tomorrow or this week. Yeah, there should be some new stuff soon because coming up, new release wise from Scream Factory and Shout Factory, there aren't too many things coming up. When I looked recently, they had like some 4Ks and stuff like that, but there aren't too many. There hasn't been that many new announcements from them in quite a while. Um, Someone says, "Are you going to go to the mall later?" I don't think I'm going to go to the mall today or anything like that. Good Burger coming to Blu-ray this February. No, I had heard that Good Burger is finally coming out to Blu-ray, which I'm so glad that finally is. I hope too, because I know on there they're going to put the first ever Good Burger sketch as like a special feature. I wish that they could have gotten some kind of a reunion or a commentary track or something with Keenan and Kel, even if they did it like over Skype or something like that. That would have been kind of a cool thing to have on there. But I'm hoping though that if it sells well, they end up releasing some of the all that's on DVD at some point because they never have put any of those out on DVD. I remember years and years ago they were supposed to do like a best of all that. I remember like they announced it and then it never ended up coming out. The other thing that I think would be pretty cool too is that if it ends up selling well as well, I feel like they're going to finally green light the sequel because they really really want to do the Good Burger 2. So I think that'd be really cool to see. Return of the Living Dead went out of print. No, I had heard that recently went out. The Scream Factory Blu-ray. Are you going to watch Wonder Woman 84 on Christmas Day? Yeah, I'm going to definitely watch that one on, the Warner Brothers HBO Max. Because if you guys have regular HBO, you can get HBO Max for free with it. You just have to like go into your cable thing and kind of log in to get it to work. It was kind of complicated, but after I figured it out, like I'm glad I did it because there seems to be a lot of stuff on there. And it's almost like you don't even need to, if you don't have HBO as it is, you almost like you don't need any of the other HBOs. You just get HBO Max because it has, for the most part, it seems like all the other HBO shows and stuff on there. But it seems like for a while that's going to be probably one of the bigger streaming services now because of the amount of things that are going to go on there. And I saw a question, did you get Tremors from Arrow Video? I haven't gotten that one yet. I should be getting a copy of that one soon to review. Did you get Friday the 13th replacement discs? Yeah, I signed up for that the second that thing went up because there was like 3 of the discs for Friday the 13th that needed to be replaced because there were some things like the third one was missing the 3D in the opening credits. I think like Jason X was missing some sounds in one of the scenes, and then Jason Goes to Hell, like the unrated version, was missing some of the gore, I believe. So they had like replacement discs, which were free, and even if you ordered the disc, and you're in the UK, you can get those ones as well. Um, Long time no see. Yeah, I haven't been doing the live streams as much. I'm kind of trying to do them more like, once every week or two, not as often as I was doing them. Favorite songs of your childhood? Like as a little kid, I remember like some of the earliest music I remember ever listening to was like Raffi music. That was like some of the very, very first music I ever remember. But then I listened to a lot of soundtracks like Ghostbusters and stuff like that were some of the ones that I listened to a lot. Glad to say UK is getting a Bad Ronald release. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know Bad Ronald was coming out to the UK. If you could meet Lon Chaney Jr., what would your one question be? Now, I don't know. Maybe something about Spider Baby. Sean, are you a big fan of the Wacko and Dot fan arts on DeviantArt? No, I don't know them. Hi from the UK. Hey James, thanks so much for watching. Did you order the Dawn of the Dead set? I ordered mine from Zavi and I still don't have it. No, I got a copy of that one from Second Sight to review because I review some of their releases. So they sent me one of that one to review. But I know like right now because of their like everything is so overwhelmed with shipping and everything, a lot of stuff is really, really delayed, with shipping and all that kind of stuff. Have you been watching any Christmas movies during December? When I was on the plane, I watched some Christmas movies. Like I watched Jingle All the Way, and I watched. I think I actually watched both Home Alone movies on the plane as well. Sean, do you like the Christmas movie Trapped in Paradise with Nicolas Cage? Yeah, that's one of those Nicolas Cage movies that you never hear about, and that I always liked that movie. I remember watching that movie all the time as a kid as well. But I remember even as a kid remembering like the people were saying like, "Oh, it's not that great of a movie. The reviews are not that great." And that was one of the earliest times too I remember, and realized that I like a lot of movies that people kind of talk negative about. You know what I mean? Um, did you know that Tenet was going to be out on Blu-ray this Tuesday? Yeah, I have a copy of that one to review, and I really liked it. I'll be talking about that on Tuesday. Sean, do you love cable TV and not just love streaming? No, I have cable, so I watch a lot of stuff on there, like um, what I watch on there, like a lot of like weird kind of cooking shows and Carnival Eats and Shark Tank and all that kind of stuff on there. But I probably don't even need cable because I watch a lot of the stuff through streaming, and like I think Hulu is the best for streaming like TV stuff because a lot of the TV shows end up on Hulu more so than any of the other ones. At least that what I've noticed. And I watched the one free episode of Saved by the Bell on Peacock, but then the other ones you have to pay for. So I kind of liked it, that first episode I watched. Hopefully, if somebody will put out like a Blu-ray of it or something like Stinky Tuna or something, even if it's not official, I hope there's like a release or something of it. And I see a $5 super chat here from Antonius Andradius. So it's Antonius Andriotis. And thanks so much, Antonius, for the $5 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chat donations. I really appreciate them, and they're a huge help to the channel and the video. So thanks again. And he says, when are you working with Tony Todd and Michael Berryman? Do you like roller coasters? Now, I don't know if my scenes will be with Tony Todd. I don't believe so. My stuff will be for the movie Realm of Shadows. That one I will be working directly with Michael Berryman, so that's going to be really, really cool. Tony Todd is also going to be in the movie The Dead Rose, which I'll be in as well, which is going to shoot after Realm of Shadows. I don't know for sure, though, if I'll be working with him are not the same day or anything like that. But like I said, I know for sure Michael Berryman. There's another project as well too, which I haven't talked at all about, which is like in the early stages, which we really want to get Michael Berryman involved with as well. And thanks so much, Antonius, for the $5 super chat. And he also asked too, do you like roller coasters? Well, I kind of do. Like, back when it was really, really heavy, I could never go on them because I couldn't fit. You know what I mean? So like then I never really did them. Before I got like kind of too big for them originally, I used to kind of like the old school wooden roller coasters. I never liked the ones that go upside down, like those ones with the big loops or like those really fast, crazy ones. I more like usually like the old school ones. Like I remember when I went to was it what was the name of that place? It was Paramount King's Dominion. I remember going there, and then they had like the Wayne's World area, and I went on they had like an old school roller coaster there, and some cool roller coasters around that area. So those ones, but I'll go on them, but I don't like absolutely love them if they're ones that go upside down and stuff like that. I see Blu-ray Dan is on here. Thanks for coming on, Blu-ray Dan. If they remake Phantasm, who should be the tall man? I don't know. I mean that I feel like that's going to be hard to find somebody that's like very similar or can play that kind of a role. Um, can you do a Steve Stiffler impression? I don't think I can really do Steve Stiffler. That's kind of a hard one to do. Um, let's see. Um, did you get anything from Vinegar Syndrome about Black Friday sale? No, I didn't end up ordering anything. I do reviews for Vinegar Syndrome, so I wasn't sure which ones I would be getting. So I kind of wanted to wait. The one though that I really wanted was Fade to Black. Was the one that I always really liked that one. Um, talk about late night streaming. No, I know Blu-ray Dan. It's very very late. Which Jake Gyllenhaal performance do you like from Prisoners or Nightcrawler? Between both of them, I would say I like Nightcrawler a little bit more. What's your favorite Christmas special? I always liked Pee Wee's Christmas special. That was like the one that I always remember. Um, so Michael said boring. Well, sorry, Michael. I don't know. It is what it is. Have you seen The Pest? Yeah, I love that movie with John Leguizamo. Like I've watched that movie so many times. Like the opening with him singing in the shower is so ridiculous. But no, I love that movie, and it has great ridiculous scenes of like the pest pantsing people, and it's just a really great ridiculous movie. Do you like the TV show Seventh Heaven? Can't understand that show is hated by everyone. No, I never watched. I don't think I ever watched a single episode of Seventh Heaven. I worked with Mackenzie, who is the youngest daughter in that show in Ghost Shark. but I never saw an episode ever. So like I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen a single ever anything from it. Um, I wish the UK have a release of Fraggle Rock on Blu-ray. Now I don't know. I don't think it has. Have you seen the collection? The collection? Yeah, I've seen the collection and the collector. Ryan said something about Good Burger as well. Yes, Good Burger is coming to Blu-ray in February. I can't wait for that one. And I see a $2 super chat here from Fresh Nuts. And thanks so much, Fresh Nuts, for the $2 super chat. And like I said, guys, really appreciate the super chats. You know, a huge help to the channel and the video. So thanks so much for the support and everything. And they said, do you know Brendan pays women for love time? No, I didn't know. But I don't know who you mean on Brendan. I never heard of a Brendan. But thanks so much for the super chat. Favorite Steve Zahn movie? The one that I always liked was what was the Steve Zahn one? Saving Silverman. That was one of the ones that I always really liked that you don't hear about too much. I also like that one called like Happy Texas was one that another people really hardly have seen that he was in as well. Remember when you and MJ opened packages from viewers? Yeah, no, we used to do like the PO Box videos and stuff like that. The new Bee Gees documentary is worth a watch. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna watch WandaVision? I probably will check that one out. I know they're doing a whole ton of like you know, stuff for Disney Plus. You know, for Disney, like the Disney streaming service, like a ton of different, you know, Marvel like TV series and all this kind of stuff. I saw they announced a whole lot of them coming up. Remember, do you realize that Brian Levant directed some of the best '90s movies and hasn't done much since? I miss his stuff, Brian Levitt. You know, I remember he did a lot of different stuff. Um, Someone says, and MJ said that MJ stood for Magic Johnson. No, yeah, it was like Matthew James Kelly is what it meant. And I see a $2 super chat here from Tyler Thunder. Thanks so much, Tyler Thunder, for the $2 super chat. Like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chats. And
I see you, Francesca. Love the energy today. Climbing the leaderboard. For loving the feeling. Go. And feeling the love. Personal best. You crushed it. Fitness changes.
Kelly is what it meant. I think it might be back on now. I can't. I think the internet did some weird business. I had to use the internet from my phone, and I think I'm back on now. So I was just sort of sitting here looking like oblivious, but I'm connected to the phone's internet right now, so I think it's back on now. So sorry it froze up. I have no. It seems like sometimes the internet does this in the middle of the night. They do weird work and stuff like that, and then mess the whole thing up. And then I don't know why, but it seems like it's back on now. So sorry. Let's see here. Um, what do you think about Netflix Winx Club and live action series? Winx Club, I don't know that one. Did you get a Stormy Daniels autograph? No, I didn't get anything like that. Will you revisit Home Alone 4 anytime soon? I haven't watched Home Alone 4 in forever. But when someone was saying, Tyler was saying about the super chat about Avatar 2, like I said, that Avatar is one of those movies I have never seen. I've never seen the first movie. I don't know why. For some reason, when it came out, me and MJ, like my friend that we used to see movies together all the time and did the videos together. Back then, he didn't want to see it, and I really didn't want to see it for some reason. So someday I'll finally watch Avatar. Maybe like right before the second one comes out, but I don't know why. Like I never did. And thanks so much, Tyler Thunder, for the dollar super chat you gave now as well. And sorry, it kind of froze up, like I said, like that. Let's see. What's your favorite Western? Western movie? I don't know because it's like I haven't watched as many westerns as I should. Good Burger, did you get my message? No, I did hear about that. Favorite Steelbook edition, mine is Hocus Pocus. Well, yeah, Hocus Pocus, I agree. The Blu-ray Steelbook, I didn't think the 4K was as cool though, but the Blu-ray that looks like the book, that was a really cool one. And when they show Supernatural ended, did they have any info on releasing a complete collection? I wouldn't doubt if they do something like that. Or maybe like even a 4K set or something like that. Is there a show or movie you want to watch that hasn't had a US release? There's a couple of different things. I know the new SpongeBob movie was one of the ones, and I think it went to like it came out to the UK already in theaters or something like that. But I don't know when it's coming out in America, or maybe it already did on it might be on like a weird streaming service or something. Sean, why hasn't streaming services released physical media of their TV shows? I know Netflix recently did The Irishman or Criterion. Why can't they release other movies? I think a lot of times they don't release them for a while because they want to make them be exclusive to the streaming services to get people to, make sure they get the service to watch them. Um, a lot of times, though, I found that they come out in other countries. So, like, some of the stuff that comes to like Amazon Prime comes out like to Canada on a physical media. They get a physical release of the DVD, and same with Honey Boy. That one is coming out. You know, Honey Boy is coming out from Umbrella Entertainment in Australia, so it's going to get a physical release. I don't think Honey Boy will get a physical release in the U.S. anymore now at all because of Shia LaBeouf and everything with him. But it seems like that's the case though with some stuff. It's like sometimes you can get it from another country. And I see a $2 super chat here from Fresh Nuts. Did you see actor Steve Porkham talked about you? Steve Porkham. I don't know if that's like Stevie Porkham. I don't know if that's like a joke name or something. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Stevie Porkham. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what that name is or anything like that. But thanks so much though, Fresh Nuts, for the $2 super chat. Favorite. Is there a show? Good Burger. I talked about that. Did you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah, I watched some episodes of that show. I never watched like that many episodes of that show. Sean, how would you feel if you brought back Blockbuster stores and other big stores that has Ultra HD Blu-rays? Yeah, like if like those kind of stores came back, that'd be kind of cool. Rarest DVDs and Blu-rays that you own, and how did you end up getting it? Probably one of the rarest ones I've talked about a lot is Prince of Pennsylvania, and I got that at a pawn shop that was closing down. So that's probably one of the top rare ones. And then Camp Cucamonga, and that one I just ordered off of on like CD Universal, one of those things back before it became really valuable. Dead Alive, the Blu-ray of that one, that's a rare one. I think I got that at Walmart or something like that. Back, of course, before it went out of print. Have you ever watched Little Nicky? Yeah, that's one of the Adam Sandler ones you don't hear about as much. That's never had a Blu-ray release or anything. So I've been watching your channel recently. I love their Dollar Tree videos, starting to go there more. Yeah, I try and keep up and everything with when they have stuff on there. When they get the new releases. Sean, did you know there was an Inspector Gadget Christmas? I do remember that one, and it's on Tubi. Now, on the subject of Tubi, if you guys want something to check out, there's a movie that I'm in that's on Tubi called Hacked, and it's just Hacked. Just search Hacked. And that one just got put up on there like a couple days ago, and like I'm throughout that movie, and it was shot probably like I think it was they started shooting it online and like through like webcams and stuff like that in March, and I think in like July we filmed like a in-person scene. But it's a pretty cool movie. You guys should definitely check that out if you guys get a chance. And it's a quick movie too. It's only about 70 minutes long. I started collecting. Great place to start. Have you seen the horror movie Ruins with the plants? Yeah, Ruins. I always liked that movie. The people that were going up on that, I think to Mexico, looking at like the pyramid, the pyramid kind of stuff out there and everything. Let's see. Try to make sure I don't miss anything. What did you think? And I see a $2 super chat here from Paul Gilmore. Thoughts on and thanks so much, Paul Gilmore, for the $2 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chat donations. Really appreciate them, and they're a big help to the channel. And Paul says thoughts on the Warner Brothers HBO Max debacle. I agree. I mean, I understand why some of the filmmakers are upset though with things going on there, because the one thing with that is, since it's going to have like a really small theater release, and I think they wanted a lot of these bigger movies to wait till the theaters were fully open again, like later in next year, whenever that is, in April, May, whenever they're allowed to really, really open and people start going back. And I think that they kind of thought that they were going to do that, and now going on to stream at the same time, it's not going to make as much money. In some films too, people like basically work on some of the bigger movies. They get paid like next to nothing, and then they would normally get paid big money with what it made in theaters for like the residuals and ticket sales and that kind of stuff. So a lot of the people are going to like be hurting for what money that they make for the films with them going to streaming like that. So that's the one thing I know a lot of people are mad, filmmakers and actors and stuff that are involved in those movies, because they're not going to make as much with it. I think I mean, for now though, no one really is going to the theaters, and the theaters are closed for the most part. So it's not a bad way to at least be able to see these movies. How do you remember the plot to 100 movies every week? No, it's not easy sometimes. You know, like you really, and certain times some movies can kind of run together a little bit if they're really similar and stuff like that. Like if the plots are kind of the same and everything, so you can kind of get a little mixed up. But I try my best not to do that. What did you think about the New American Pie movie? Yeah, I actually thought the New American Pie was actually probably one of the better of the direct-to-video ones. 90K subs, almost 100K. No, yeah, thanks so much, Paul. Yeah, I just hit 90,000 subscribers, like I think like 2 days ago or so. And yeah, like who knows when it will get to 100, but I can't wait for it to, because you know when you get to 100, you get that plaque. So that'd be really cool to get there. Sean, do you like the Rick Moranis movie Big Bully? Yeah, I always liked that one. That was one I watched as a kid all the time. Hey, brother, I'm 2 weeks into my weight loss, walking every day. Got a lot of motivation from you. Well, congratulations for going for 2 weeks, James, and keep up the great work and everything. Can you do an impression of the Egg Lady? I don't know, like Egg Lady. I don't even remember from Pink Flamingos. Hocus Pocus 2 was finally announced. No, I know they were going to be doing that for Disney Plus. Rest in peace, Tiny Zeus Lister. Yeah, I know. I heard that he passed away. I met him at a Hollywood show, and he was a very nice guy. You're a freezing dude, Meister. Yeah, no, I think like now these are older ones, but it seems like now it's okay since I switched to the phone's internet. I don't know why the house internet was acting up though. If you wanted to, are you allowed to sell review copies you get? No, like the review copies, there are people that do that, but no, you're not allowed to sell the review copies. For example, like Universal, they have a sticker on them that says this is property of Universal. This is not for resale. And some of the companies too scratch out the barcodes. Some of them put like a dot in the barcodes, or sometimes the barcodes are removed. So it all kind of depends. But no, you're not allowed to sell them. And I see a $2 super chat here from Phil May Commode. And thanks so much, Phil, for the $2 super chat. Stevie Porkham said, "You're done like a dim sum." I don't know. I don't know what Stevie Porkham is saying, but well, I appreciate the $2 super chat, Phil. But I don't know what Stevie Porkham is up to though. Let's see. Now, why they show Supernatural? Hey, Coolduder, Quicker Highway, Chattering Teeth, Hands. Your thoughts? I don't know that. Have you been following your channel for years, and I noticed how much weight you lost. You look good and healthy. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks so much, Pascal. Let's see. What do you think about the Snyder Cut? No, I'll definitely watch that when it goes on HBO Max. Is it true you're a good singer? And if so, can you sing us a song? No, I'm not really. I mean, like, maybe I can sing if it's like a real specific thing and I have like words in front of me or something. Do you like movies about heist? Yeah, there's some pretty good movies about heist. Any good San Diego video stores? Not really. Most of them have closed down. There was one called like I don't even remember what it was called anymore, but it was this guy the guy's name was Guy, and he ran it. And I went there a couple times with Danny. But other than that, though, most of them have gone out of business. The best place for like used stuff is Book Off. That's the best place to go. And I see a $5 super chat here from Paul Gilmore. Thanks so much, Paul Gilmore, for the $5 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chats. I really appreciate them. And Paul says, my heaviest was 320. I'm now 240. Any suggestions to stay motivated during the winter months? I would just say, though, the most important thing, Paul, is just to really get in like a habit of like kind of like what you know, almost like you kind of almost have to eat like the same stuff all the time. It's almost like it comes to that where you kind of like know, okay, I can eat this, and if I eat this, I'm going to lose the weight. And even though I know it's like harder to do like walking and stuff like that when it's colder outside, but like me, like I like wear like a heavy jacket and gloves and a hat and everything. But I think the best thing too is just to look at how far you've come in this, and just like kind of see and then kind of like know when you want to have be your goal weight, and then kind of just work towards the goal weight, and just kind of keep up what you're doing now, because you're doing great, with going from 320 to 240 now. And I see a $4 super chat here from Drupate Meganoth. So it's DRUPATTIE And thanks so much for the $4 super chat. And they said, I love your channel. Keep up the good work. And thanks so much. And like I said, thanks so much for the super chat donation. Really appreciate that. And I see a $2 super chat here from Phil May Kermode. And thanks so much, Phil, for the $2 super chat. And Phil says, what are your thoughts on YouTuber T Sim Fuckus? Yeah, I remember that YouTuber. Like, I remember he had like was he had like a condition. I remember his videos. I remember, was he in like some music videos and stuff too? I think I remember hearing that. I might be totally wrong, but I do remember that channel back in the day. And I believe he passed away. I think I might be wrong, but I believe so. Let's see. Um, do you get bored from watching celebrities promoting movies through interviews? It depends. Like, some interviews are kind of more interesting than others. Like, some, it just kind of depends. Um, Sean, are you gonna do an entire movie collection video? I doubt that. Just because it's so much stuff to show and everything. What are your plans for Christmas? Probably just being at home. I don't really think there's anything too like major going on. And no, there's like I'm shooting something next weekend. But project wise, I don't think I'm gonna have any other acting stuff this month. There is some stuff next month and everything, and like March I think is gonna be like the really really busy month. But nothing major this year for Christmas. What do you think about the Snyder? I said I'll talk about the Snyder Cut whenever that is out. What do you think about the deal Warner Brothers did with HBO Max? A lot of people are angry with Warner Brothers. I'm glad to just be able to see the movies. How many movies have you appeared in? I don't know. If you can go on IMDb and just search Sean C. Phillips, and you can see all the titles. Are there any stores you walk into and employees recognize you? More so when I had the mask off, but like a couple times in Best Buy, like the people that work there, and like luckily enough, the one Best Buy I go to a lot, the guy I guess discovered the videos or knows about them or something, because he's like, oh no, I know, I see you filming every week. So like, luckily enough, they don't care. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they're pretty cool. And I think like a lot of times when you're in a store by yourself, as long as you're like not with a big group of people, I don't think you have many problems. I really hope that they will someday release the show Freaky Links on Blu-ray or DVD. No, I know that's one of those short-lived shows. Do you wear reading glasses or contacts? No, I've never had to wear glasses or anything like that. Favorite Hellraiser movie? Definitely the first one. Have you seen Silent Night, Deadly Night? Yeah, I've seen all those films in the Silent Night series. Have you seen Tomcats with Jerry O'Connell? Yeah, that's one of those movies that everybody forgot about. That was kind of like those movies that was kind of trying to be kind of like an American Pie type movie. And then like I feel like that everyone in the world forgot that one existed. What Dario Argento movies do you like? I just watched Cat on Nine Tails. I would say Suspiria is my favorite, and then Phenomena is the one that I like the most, and then probably Opera. How many subs did you have when companies first started to send you movies? I don't know, because I started getting stuff from Paramount and a couple of them ever since 2008. And then 2011 is when I or 2011, 2012 is when I really started to get review copies. Now I pretty much review, I think, for everyone for the most part, except for, I don't even think there's really anybody now that I don't. I think pretty much review for everybody now, for the most part. Some of the smaller companies though don't do review copies though. Let's see. So I see a $2 super chat here from Phil May Kermode, and thanks so much, Phil May Kermode, for the $2 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chats. I really appreciate them, and they're a big help to the channel and the video. So thanks again. And Phil says, which actress would you want to smash Raw the most? Phil, I don't answer questions like that, but thanks for the supporting the channel. Let's see. Do you remember the TV show Where's Waldo? I remember the book. I didn't even remember. I think I remember something like that. I never watched that though. What is one of your favorite movies from Vinegar Syndrome? Probably Ice Cream Man is one of my favorite ones that they released. Did you see San Diego Rainbow Bright? Yeah, I did see that. The San Diego Rainbow Bright when they went to the zoo. Book Off is awesome. No, Book Off is a really cool store. Are you excited to see the new horror film Escape Room 2? Yeah, no, I really like the first Escape Room, so I'll definitely be watching that one. What do you think about Modern Family? Modern Family, I've watched a couple episodes of that show. That for some reason, that's a show that I never really watched a whole lot of, though. And I see a $5 super chat here from Silhouetted Animator. And thanks so much, Silhouetted Animator, for the $5 super chat. And they said, ever watch the Gotham prequel Pennyworth? Season 2 just started and it's great. Very 60s London aesthetic with some alternate history elements. I have watched some of the first season of Pennyworth. Yeah, and that's a pretty interesting prequel to Gotham. And I feel like, though, it's kind of under the radar a little bit compared to like other like DC shows. Pennyworth is one of the ones you don't hear about as much. It's not talked about as much, but it's actually pretty cool. And definitely, I do agree, it has a very cool 60s vibe to it and everything. And thanks so much, like I said, Silhouette Animator, for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that so much. Do you is there a time of the year where you buy more movies? I think October is when there's a lot of stuff that releases. At least a lot of horror movies release. So probably October is a pretty big month for movies. Why do you repeat the same word or phrase in some of your videos? Like in your Tuesday videos, you say today. I really don't know, Mike. It's kind of just something I do. And the thing is, like, when you think about it or overthink things, then you don't have fun doing your videos. So I just kind of like, I just say what I say. And if it's like I say the same thing a couple times, I say it a couple times. Sometimes, too, if I'm in a store and I'm talking a lot, it's because I'm talking over music. So, and I have to make sure there's like no gap where you can hear the music. So sometimes I just am saying whatever just to talk over it. Or like if I'm in a video store and they're playing a movie, I try and talk over the TV as much as I can. So sometimes that's happening as well. And I know I could dub it over later. But I really like to do it when I'm doing it live. Thoughts on Super Mario Paint? Super Mario Paint? I remember playing that as a kid. He has Instagram. No, I do have an Instagram channel. Are there any Christmas drive-through elements near your area? I don't know. I think there used to be like a thing where you could go and look at lights and stuff like that. But all the neighborhoods now are doing huge displays of lights. Like there's more so than ever now. So you can kind of just like when I walk through the neighborhoods, I see so many different lights. It's time. Are there? I've watched. I've missed your live chats. I'm going to try and watch the Wedding Pact from your last video search. Oh yeah, the Wedding Pact. Now Free Guy and Death on the Nile come out in May 2021 and September 2021. What do you think about Imperium with Daniel Radcliffe? That's one of the ones I don't think I watched. Have you had any of your movies stolen? Never stolen, but I've had people kind of like borrow stuff and then never give them back. That's why I hate like lending movies to people, because people who know that I've got a lot of movies, they always like don't give them back and they think that I will forget. And it's like every time, no matter what, anything I've ever given anyone, I've never gotten it back. So now I just don't give them anything. Will Gleaming the Cube on Blu-ray ever see the light of day from Shout or Vinegar Syndrome? I hope so, because I know it would sell like crazy, especially if like Vinegar Syndrome did like a 4K. That would sell out probably like in the first day or two. Have you ever got kicked out of any stores for filming? I had like a problem once in a Walmart when I was there with a bunch of people. But other than that, though, I've never had any problems. So I've been really lucky that I haven't had anyone, and usually no one cares for the most part. So that's good. I've had people look at me weird, though, once or twice. Are you excited for Army of Darkness on 4K? I might pick that one up. What movie do you really want to see a new horror film, Quiet Place or The Devil's Light? Definitely Quiet Place 2. What movie will you never watch again in your life? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Red Sparrow, maybe? Hey, Sean, can you do your impression of Aficionados Ryan? Aficionados Ryan here. When are you going to Europe to shop for DVDs and Blu-rays? Well, Europe will be, as long as everything is okay for travel, I'm going to be in Germany in June. Let's see. What are your thoughts about Confessions of a Dangerous Mind with Drew Barrymore? I haven't watched that movie since it came out, but I remember really liking that one. Thoughts on Fade to Black? Yeah, that's one of the ones that Vinegar Syndrome released for Black Friday, but that was a very cool movie. Are you looking forward to the New Orphan First Kill prequel? Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to seeing that. I really liked the first Orphan. I actually got to see like an early screening of that, I remember, at Comic-Con back in the day, at San Diego Comic-Con. Like the director was there, so that was pretty cool. Tom and Jerry 2021. No, the trailer looked kind of fun for that. I watched the Netflix film Prom. Sucked too much like Glee. Yeah, the trailer for that looked okay for Prom. What are your thoughts on Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? I thought he got cheated out of an Oscar. No, I agree. He really he should have won for that. He did such a great job. Why no more drive-through videos? I haven't really going to as many drive-throughs on Tuesday. I've been kind of because of what's going on too with the stores not having stuff out, and I have to keep going to so many locations. A lot of the ones that I would go to, I haven't been going to, and I've been kind of getting other food and different stuff. So I haven't really been doing the drive-throughs as much. Are you looking forward to the new horror film Don't Worry, Darling with Harry Styles and James Wan? I don't know. I haven't heard of that one. Hey, Sean, have you seen Smallville? Yeah, Smallville, I never watched that show. I never really did. So at some point, I definitely need to see that one. But no, I've never seen that one. Let's see. Dangerous Minds, Tom and Jerry. Um, what exactly is your sleep schedule? Oh, I have really weird sleep schedule. Like I usually go to sleep like sometimes I'm up really late until like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just watching stuff. Then I sleep some, wake up at like noon, go out and run some errands or do things that I have to do. Sometimes I lay back down again for a little while and then get back up again. I have, like I said, really, really weird schedules. The only time that I have to have a schedule is like if I'm like on a shoot or something. And then it's like, I kind of get sort of thrown off sometimes because I have to get up earlier or, it's kind of really different kind of schedule. But I have real specific things, like I eat at specific times and do things at specific times, real like specific kind of stuff. Um, um, do you really remember TV show Space Cats? I don't know. Do you have any other siblings besides Dweebo? No, my brother Dweebo is my only brother. What changes would you make for an award season in general since Oscars feel predictable because we already know who's going to win Best Actor or Actress? Well, this year I feel like it's going to be kind of different since it wasn't as many of the bigger things came out. Um, do you go clubbing to nightclubs? No, I'm not really into that kind of thing. Antlers got delayed. Originally supposed to release February 19th, 2020. Do you remember the TV show Blinks, Bill, and Noobles? I don't know that one. Can we get an impression of Kevin Grevox? Oh yeah, you mean Kevin Grevox, the writer of the Underworld series?
Oh, it's me, Kevin Grevox. I am the writer of the Underworld series. I suggest you look up interviews with me, Kevin Grevox.
Yeah, so Kevin Grevox is the guy who is the creator of Underworld. And he has like the deepest, coolest voice in the world. And every single time I see him at a convention, and I've seen him dozens upon dozens, I always say to him, "Can I interview you?" And he always says,
Certainly. Come back in about an hour, and then we shall do the interview.
and then if I come back an hour later, then he says,
Oh, let's do it tomorrow. I'm a little tired right now.
and then, so like every time, that's what you do. Even though I don't really even care about getting an interview, I just ask him because it's like funny to me because I ask him every single time. Let's see, do you watch the Vinegar Syndrome adult films? I've seen some of them, but I'm not like a huge fan of them as much. Sonic 2, The Return of Eggman. Yeah, that'd be very cool to see. Have you seen the horror film The Meg? Yeah, I like that big giant shark film. How do you feel about buying movies online? Oh, I order a lot of stuff on Amazon and sometimes on eBay, but Amazon is the main place that I use. Do you use Filmmaker mode on your TV? I don't think so. No, I don't have that on there. Have you watched Baby Driver? No, Baby Driver is pretty good. It's one of those movies that was kind of covered in like, Duke paint because of Kevin Spacey. Certain things, if somebody does something bad in a movie or a show, the movie kind of gets covered in Duke paint. And then it's kind of like, ugh. You know what I mean? So he kind of ruined that movie a little bit. Have you seen Grave Robbers? I have. I believe I reviewed that one. That was pretty fun. What are your thoughts on Freaky with Vince Vaughn? I haven't gotten to watch that one. I know it's on streaming now, but it's $20 to rent on there. And I know it's going to be about $20 when it comes out to buy. So I'm just going to wait for the Blu-ray for that. But I definitely really want to see it. Do you like CW shows? I don't like actively watch a lot of CW shows, but I have seen a decent amount of ones. Do you shop at Trader Joe's? Not regularly. I remember back in the day, we used to go there all the time because Trader Joe's used to have these like this like jar of like these real plain like peanuts that had like no salt on them. For some reason we liked them, and there was like these Trader Joe's peanuts. I don't know if they make them anymore, but I remember back in the day we used to go there all the time. It was like, oh yeah, they got these Trader Joe's peanuts. We got to get their peanuts, and they were, like I said, their own brand of peanuts that they had. I think they like packaged them and everything together. Do you like Hobbit: The Unexpected Journey? Yeah, I just recently got the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit 4Ks. Hey, Sean, when you were in Hacked, what was it like to be with a madman? Oh, yeah, in the movie Hacked. Yeah, if you guys want something to check out, go on Tubi, the streaming service Tubi, and search the movie Hacked. And it's a new horror movie that I'm in, and you guys can watch that one on there for free. But no, that was fun to work with Matt, him playing the crazy guy in that. Did you see After Dark, My Sweet, with Bruce Dern? I've never seen that one with Bruce Dern. No. Um, did you? Do you watch TCW? I talked about that. You're so cool. No one ever reads everything. Thank you. No, no problem. Like I try to read everything, and same with like the comments. If someone comments on a video, I try my best to get back to everyone's comments and everything. At least on the new videos. Um, have you seen Silicon Valley? I've seen a couple episodes. I didn't get into that one as much as I thought I would have because I loved, Office Space, but for some reason Silicon Valley, I didn't get into that one that much. Have you seen Immortalizer? I believe I've seen that one. Under the Hulu Moon is pretty underrated. Under the Hulu Moon? What is your favorite comedy movie from the iconic comedy era of 2013, 2014? I don't even know offhand. I don't even know if that was a super iconic year or not. Thoughts on Liam Neeson's Honest Thief? I haven't watched Honest Thief yet, but I definitely will, I'm sure, check that one out. Did you go to the toy store when you were a little boy? I went to Toys R Us as a kid. I used to go to Toys R Us all the time. I used to go to Lionel Kitty City. They all went out of business when I was like really young, but I used to love a place called Kitty City. And then I used to go to KB Toys in the mall. Those were like the main places. And then also FAO Schwartz. There was luckily enough one of them in the mall as well. So I used to go there a lot. I didn't buy as much at FAO Schwartz because they were kind of overpriced, but I used to like to look in there. And then and they used to kind of have like weird, sort of like strange little, like small little toy items as well too, like sort of weird or exclusive like FAO Schwartz kind of toys as well. But I used to go there all the time. But the main place was Toys R Us. I probably was there at least once a week, and we even used to have a friend of ours that worked there named Frida. And like anytime there would be like a rare toy that would come out, she would like look for them. Like I remember back when Power Rangers were coming out, and they were so rare. She would like hold certain ones. Like if we were trying to find the Green Ranger or a specific one, she would luckily enough like be like, "Oh yeah, Sean, these ones came in, and I saved you one," and stuff like that. I'm glad Scarecrow Video is still open all day, and they bring carried big box horror. No, Scarecrow Video is a great store. Hopefully they're doing okay during everything now. Hello from Belgium. I just ordered The Mangler with Robert Englund. Never seen it, only watched the trailer. Yeah, that's a great movie. And Robert Englund plays this crazed guy who runs this factory where they like a laundromat kind of factory, and he's like, "Hell's bells! What am I gonna do? I'm gonna dance!" And he's real over the top. It's a great movie. Did you play the video game Kirby and Tetris on Super Nintendo? No, I didn't play those two as much. I played Tetris some though. And I see a $2 super chat here from Chin Wan Lee. And thanks so much. I'm sorry, Chi Wan Lee. Thanks so much, Chi, for the $2 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chat donations. Really appreciate them. Big help to the channel and the video. So thanks again. And his question was, what's your favorite John Woo film? Let me look up John Woo's films because I know he did one of the what did he do in the Mission Impossible movies? I know that he did. Didn't he do? Yeah, he did Mission Impossible 2. Probably Face Off. Face Off is probably like my favorite one of his movies. Let me just make sure there wasn't any other ones that I really liked. I'm pretty sure I would say Face Off though. It's probably my favorite. Broken Arrow is pretty cool as well, but definitely I would say Face Off. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Eyes Wide Shut? Eyes Wide Shut is great. It's a really weird movie. It's not everyone's kind of thing, but I always like that. Your favorite Criterion movies? Probably Blowout. The John Waters ones they've released, like Polyester, Carnival of Souls. Those are some of the ones that I really liked. How many movie projects are you filming in 2021? I don't know for sure, but there's a lot because a lot of stuff that was delayed. It's probably like well into a dozen, and there's a couple of different things too that haven't been announced yet. One like a sequel to this one movie, so a couple of different things I can't even talk about yet. and more stuff planned with Rob, who's the director of Alien Vampire Busters. We have a really cool like horror slasher film planned as well. So there should be some really cool stuff. In 2021 will definitely be a lot of cool stuff, acting wise. Um, Thoughts on music group Def Leppard and At the Drive-In. Def Leppard, I listened to some of their music. I never heard of At the Drive-In. When you got a COVID test, do you get a Q-tip in your nose? Yeah, like when you do the COVID test, you usually do it yourself. You put the thing up at your nose, like you put it. They kind of tell you when to stop, and you kind of swirl it around each nostril, and then they like put it into a thing. So that's kind of how they do it. But yeah, it's really fast though. You can do the rapid test too, and you get the results back like within like 20 minutes. It's not usually free for the rapid. It's usually like $150, and they have like another type of really fast one as well. But certain places to travel, you need to do the rapid one, like at certain states, so you make sure you have your results before you get on the plane, so you don't have to like quarantine there or any of that kind of stuff. That's only in a lot of East Coast states are like that, like New York and stuff, are much more strict with traveling. So I'm trying not to fly to a lot of the states where they have a lot of really, really strong rules and everything. Um, let's see. Mortal Kombat, January 15th. I heard about that. Um, when you got, have you seen Riverdale? I've seen a couple episodes of Riverdale. You were so funny in that interview with Ron Jeremy. Well, it wasn't really an interview. It was kind of a scene from the movie, but it was kind of done to seem like an interview-ish. Best, besides the Simpsons toys, did you throw away any movies you now regret? No, I never threw any movies away, but I'm sure there's some movies that I sold off that I regret, like some Anchor Bay ones that I can say I regret for sure. And then I see $2 super chat here from Phil May Kurt Caramode, and he says, take legal action against Steve Porkham. Stop him. Like I said, like Phil, I don't even know who Steve Porkham is. I don't even know if it's a real person or it's like some weird like code word or something. I have no idea. But thanks, Phil, for the donations to the channel, though. Let's see. Do you really like Toy Bump in the Night? Oh, yeah, Mr. Bumpy? That was a pretty cool one. Series. I remember liking that as a kid. Hey Sean, do you like buying movies from FYE? Yeah, their prices can be kind of high, but I bought some decent stuff there in the past. Hey coolduder, what is your favorite of Mrs. Jones and Ozzy and Drix? Mrs. Jones? No, the movie was pretty cool, and I watched a few episodes of the series as well. Can you do an impression of Tom Arnold? I don't even know how you could do like Tom Arnold. I guess like it was kind of like Mom, don't go to Sizzler. That's the only one that comes to my mind is him in Carpool. But you'd have to really think. I'd have to watch some of his stuff. Have you seen the horror movie Dogtooth? It's a Greek horror movie. I've heard of that one, but no, I've never watched it. How many movies do you watch per week? Like pretty much what you see me review in the videos is what I watch. That's pretty much gives you the idea. So I don't know for sure how many it is a week, but pretty a decent amount though. And I see a $5 super chat here from Antonios. And it's Antonios, ANDRIOTIS. And thanks so much, Antonios, for the $5 super chat donation. And he says, have you ever been in a movie with Ron Jeremy? If someone in your family, an actor, have movie theaters reopened in your area? Have you been in a movie with Ron Jeremy? No, yeah, we were in Slaughter Weekend. He was in Bloody Mary. A couple of different ones that David Sterling put together as well, a few other ones as well. And then is someone in your family an actor? No, I'm the only one in my family that acts and stuff like that. So no one else is like an actor or anything like that. My parents do act in some of my videos and stuff like that. And have movie theaters reopened? They did, and then they all are closed again now. Like now in San Diego, it's like a lockdown again for the like not as strict, but like restaurants now, they don't even do outside dining. It's all to go only. Gyms have for the most part closed. Some of them have somehow stayed open, but for the most part, they've all closed. All the movie theaters are closed, all that kind of stuff. How many, let's see, all the best movie. Whatever happened to George Romero, Road of the Dead? I don't know what will happen with that movie. What do you think? What do you order? Let's see. What do you think about How I Met Your Mother? I never watched that one too much. Can you do an impression of Over My Dead Body? He's like, you're a menace. I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you. Get out of my way. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. And something like that. Mortal Kombat 2 film, Blu-ray bundle. Does your OCD ever stop you from doing anything you love? Um, I mean, sometimes I get like OCD about certain things, but no, it doesn't really stop me from doing things. I think I've gotten better and a little bit better at like, doing things now than I used to. I used to be much more nervous with stuff. And I feel like I've gotten, I don't know why, I just feel like I'm not as like nervous and stuff as I used to be with certain things. And I see a $2 super chat here from Stevie Porkham. I thought you've been talking smack. You want some? I don't know who this Stevie Porkham is. I think it's like somebody, him and Phil or something, or have like talking back and forth to each other, and I don't know what it is about or anything like that. But well, Stevie, even if you don't like me or whatever, I appreciate you helping the channel. So thanks so much. Let's see. You're awesome, Sean. Did you really want to go back to Regal Cinema reopen? Well, I'm sure I'll be back in the movie theaters again at some point, though. I definitely want to go to the theaters again because I used to go 2 or 3 times a week, so it's kind of so weird to not be going at all anymore. Can my friend Colin get a shout out? He's been watching your videos for years. Well, hey, Colin, thanks so much for watching my videos for years. I appreciate that very much. Why did Amazon stop selling Disney Fox Blu-rays? I don't know what's going on. There's some kind of a dispute with Amazon, with Fox and Disney stuff. I don't know exactly, but I've noticed that. From San Diego, my nearest Walmart sucks. Any recommendations? Well, I just keep trying other Walmarts. That's kind of all you can do, because like the thing too is with Walmart with stocking the new movies, every so often you think, oh yeah, I found this Walmart. This one's doing a great job stocking. Then all of a sudden you go next week and then they don't have the stuff out. So you kind of like you never really know. It always kind of depends. Are you excited about Godzilla versus King Kong? No, I definitely look forward to seeing that one. Hey Sean and Mrs. Jones, what is your favorite car in Moses Jones? I don't really remember the cars too well. Hey Sean, is there a movie Stay Tuned with John Ritter on Blu-ray? Yeah, Stay Tuned is on Blu-ray. That came out like a year or so ago. But yeah, that's a great movie. If you guys have never seen that one, definitely one to check out. And any of you guys who have come on now too, I have links below for some of my, the upcoming projects that I'm going to be acting in. You guys can check out and find out about them. There's a new one on there called Staycation, and that one is one that like going to be done all through the computer. And there's some stuff on there too where you guys can like do a scene with me through the computer, like shoot it yourself. And then there's also Revenge the Zombies, which is the zombie movie, which I'm really excited about that one too, because I'm going to be acting in it as one of the main characters. I'm also going to be assistant directing, and that's going to shoot in LA in March. So that's a really one I'm excited about. There's a really cool cast. And there's a couple other ones too, so definitely check out those links if you guys get a chance to. And a lot of them too have like pre-orders for Blu-rays and stuff like that, so you guys can get a copy earlier than everyone else before like the general release and everything. Let's see, my friend. What do you think about Hulu should do if they want to compete with Netflix? Like, do you think Hulu should create more discussions with originals? Well, maybe start doing more and more original series, because I know they do more movies. I don't think they do a series though, but they don't do as many as Netflix. And I think that's probably what I can see them doing, is kind of going in the direction of making more and more series and stuff like that on there. Thoughts on Max TV show? I remember Max back in the day. I think it was like on MTV. Have you ever heard of the Kindred movie? I believe I've seen that one, I think. Have you been watching Christmas movies this month? Yeah, I watched a lot of them when I was on a plane. I watched like both the Home Alones, Home Alone 1 and 2. I watched Jingle All the Way. So I probably will watch something else too. Oh no, yeah, I also watched Scrooge. That was one of the other ones I watched. Have you seen the horror film James Wan Malignant? Comes out next year. I think I saw the trailer for that one. Thoughts on Batman 66 TV series? That was one of the earliest ones I remember watching as a kid, one of the really early series. Have you picked up the Beastmaster yet? No, I haven't gotten that one yet. What do you think about Creep and Creep 2? Those are really good found footage movies with star Mark Duplass. I like those movies. They're really weird, and he plays like a really good creepy oddball character. What is the funniest movie of all time? That's hard to say. Like, you can say stuff like Dumb and Dumber and stuff like that, but it's really hard to say because there's so many ones that I think are really funny. Sean, what's your opinion of the movie Planet Terror? I like both of the, Grindhouse films. Sean, what are your thoughts on the new Suicide Squad movie? It looks good though, the cast and everything. Can you do an impression of the kid from Bad Santa? Want some sandwiches? I don't know. Do you ever eat cheap meals? I do occasionally. Do you really watch Laguna Beach and MTV Crossroads? No, I've never saw a single episode of Laguna Beach. I did see Crossroads though. Have you seen Home Alone 3, 4, and 5? Yes, I've seen all of them. I saw the third one in theaters, and I watched the second one, the fourth and fifth one on TV, I remember. The one scary movie you find the hardest to watch alone, Me, the Exorcist. Probably Session 9 is the one that always creeps me out. What is your favorite A24 films and TV shows? A24 films, probably like The Witch, Hereditary, Midsummer, Good Time, Uncut Gems. Those are some of the ones that come to mind. I actually like Creep 2 the best. Yeah, I kind of like Creep 2 a little bit better as well. I like the actress in there as well. She's a very talented director. She did did she do the movie with Chloe Grace? She directed that movie, but she's very talented. I really liked. I thought she was really good in Creep 2 as well, though. Thoughts on Possession with Sam Neill? That's a very good one. You don't hear about too often. Do you really listen to music, Cat Stevens and Mickey Mouse Club? Cat Stevens a lot. I've heard some of the Mickey Mouse ones that were like Britney Spears, and a lot of the people were on early in the day. I remember getting like a CD of that at like a dollar store, like a weird generic dollar store, like probably in like 2007 or something like that. Do you drink beer with Danny? No, I haven't drank beer in a long time. What are your thoughts on the dead, where the dead go to die? I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen the dead don't die though. Can you do an impression of Tim Curry from Home Alone? I can do like Tim Curry in as Pennywise. I don't really know if I can do him in Home Alone 2. Maybe like if some guy walked in on you naked, would you want to see him again? Probably not. Probably not. Something like that. Are you excited about Spiral and Candyman? No, I'm really looking forward to both of those ones, especially to see what they do with the reboot of Saw. Thoughts on Alfred Mola and Spider-Man 3. I believe he's going to come back in the new Spider-Man movie as well. I bet Quarter will be like, don't worry guys, I'm buying VHS and DVDs and other movies and stuff, and we can do anything. We can watch classic Disney movies, commentaries. I don't know. Do you like funnel cake? I used to like funnel cake. I haven't had that in a long, long time, but I used to always get that like at some of the fairs and stuff like that. But anyway, though, guys, I've been on here now just about an hour, and thanks so much for you guys who've come on here. And sorry the stream froze up earlier. And like I was saying too, if you guys want something to check out, movie-wise, definitely go on Tubi and check out the movie Hacked. And if you guys get to check it out, let me know what you guys thought of it. And like I said, I'm throughout that movie, so it's a pretty cool one, and you guys can watch it on there for free and everything. But anyway, though, guys, thanks so much for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you guys later.